Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. So, I'm Imadi Gunawandi Sukma with NIM 19 12 02 Today, I will like to explain my research proposal entitled in Analysis of Giving Reinforcement by Teacher to Improve Student Motivation in Learning English for 8th grade at SMP Negeri 3 Okay, next. Okay, in this session, I would like to explain three uh, lessons. The first is introduction, literature review, and research design. In introduction, I have the background, problem identification, problem limitation, research question, objective of the study, and significant of the study. The first is background. The importance of student social interaction with the surrounding environment explained by Daisy in 2014 as cited by in the study 2020 will affect the learning process in the classroom. According to Karwati and Priyansa in 2013, as cited in Niswati 2017, explained that a good and successful teacher in learning is a teacher who can foster students' enthusiasm and motivation in learning. Niswati also say one of the basic skill in teaching that can help motivate students is the provision of reinforcement. Next, according to Sumiati in 2019, points out that in motivating students, one strategy can be used providing positive reinforcement. Okay. In the preliminary research data, the researcher found that primarily only focus on positive reinforcement and slightly focus on negative reinforcement. Okay, next is problem identification. Previous research has shown that there are still many English teachers who have not utilized the provision of reinforcement to students in helping to encourage students' motivation in learning well. That way, students become less motivated and less enthusiastic in every learning process. Okay, next is problem limitation. Based on the research background and problem identification above, the researcher limits the problem to be studied, namely how the effect of applying positive and negative reinforcement in motivating students to learn English in 8th grade at SMP Negeri 3 Okay, next is research question. The first is what kinds of reinforcement does the teacher use that are applied to students in class 8 English learning at SMP Negeri 3 Second is there a significant effect in providing positive and negative reinforcement on the motivation to learn English for 8th grade students at SMP Negeri 3 Okay, next is objective of the study. The first is to find out kinds of reinforcement does the teacher use that are applied to students in a class English learning in at SMP Negeri 3 Second is to find out is there a significant effect in providing positive and negative reinforcement on the motivation to learn English for 8th grade students at SMP Negeri 3 A significance of the study intended for the teacher. Teachers should be able to use this information to assist inspire students to learn by using reinforcement. For other academics, this study is meant to give new information and references for other researchers in the production of extra material. Researchers hope that future researchers will be able to assess, revise, reconstruct, or change this study and create a better study as the result of this research. The next part is literature review. In literature review, I have four lessons. The first is theoretical review, empirical review, theoretical framework, and research hypothesis. Okay, the first is reinforcement. As described by Skinner in 2019, reinforcement is a process of making attitudes by regulating the consequences of attitudes. Skinner's reinforcement theory suggests that you can change someone's attitude by using reinforcement. In 2003, Fish and Appling post in an article by BB 2019 explained that reinforcement could be positive or negative. The next is motivation. Motivation can be interpreted as something that causes someone to feel curious, then act, understand, and believe that they will get something. Motivation can also be interpreted as encouragement in meeting individual human needs, as explained by Fulguna in 2020. The next is relation of giving reinforcement and motivation to learn. Reinforcement is an educational tool that is a compliment, a gift, and a sign of appreciation that aims to strengthen behavior or motivate students who are already good, successful in learning, and have accomplishments that are given in change for their accomplishment. Yes, next is empirical review. The first is Kelly et al. In 2018 entitled Using Structured Positive and Negative Reinforcement to Change Student Behavior in Educational Setting in order to achieve student academic success. Second is Petit and J in 2013. The title is The Effect of Positive Reinforcement on Non-Complaint Behavior. Next is Adibersky et al. In 2015. Title is The Effectiveness of Using Reinforcement in the Classroom on the Academic Achievement of Students with Intellectual Disabilities. And the last is Bibi and Abid in 2016, and title is The Role of Positive and Negative Reinforcement in Motivating Student Learning. Next is theoretical framework. With the reinforcement, it is hoped that it can change the students of SMP Negeri 3 Sukasada who were initially less motivated during learning to become enthusiastic students in learning process. Giving positive feedback to students may help them gain confidence and drive, making them proud of their accomplishment. As a result, students will continue and repeat the desirable behavior and achieve learning participation. Next is hypothesis. According to Sugiono and Andriani in 2018, a hypothesis is in research is a temporary solution to a study issues formulation. The study is based on the preceding statement of the problem. The author developed the study hypothesis as follows, based on the framework of touch. AA is mean that there is a significant effect between giving reinforcement to student motivation, and HO is means that there is a significant effect between giving response to student motivation. The next part is research method. Okay, the first is the research design. This research employs the Classroom Action Research or CAR approach. According to Mills in 2009, action research is a systematic examination conducted by teachers, researchers, or other stakeholders in the teaching environment to learn more about how schools operate, how they teach, and how well their students learn. Setting up the study, this research was conducted at SMP Negeri 3 Sukasada, which is located at Padang Bulia Village, Sukasada District, Buleleng Regency, Bali Province, Indonesia. Next is object of the study. The participants of this research were 8th grade students and one English teacher of SMP Negeri 3 Persada. This research only chose one class for the research. It was 8D. There were 30 students in the 8D class. The class consisted of 20 females and 10 males. The object of the study. The object of the study were the teacher and the students. The researcher investigate the kinds of reinforcement and teacher use during teaching process. Student reaction after being given reinforcement and the effect of reinforcement on student motivation in learning. A research instrument. In order to find the data, the researcher provide 5 instruments. The first is observation sheet, field note, interview guideline, note taking, video, and voice recording. Procedure of data collection. The first is observation and second is interview. The data analysis. The information gathered for this study is qualitative. Interview and observation in the classroom were used to collect qualitative data. The researcher used 3 techniques to assess qualitative data: data reduction, data representation, and conclusion drawing or verification, according to Miles and Huberman in 1994. This is validity and reliability. A research studies that data must be valid and reliable. Because this was an action research project, the researcher used 5 validity criteria to determine the data validity. The first is democratic validity, outcome validity, process validity, catalytic validity, and dialectic validity were the terms used. Okay, according to Burns in 1999. Okay, all right, everyone, and sure, I think that's all about my explanation. Thank you.